Hello and welcome to Counting the Omer 5786. This is the count for the nighttime of the 8th of May, going into the day of the 9th of May, right up until sunset when the next day begins. Let us start with a blessing for the counting of the Omer. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidishanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu al sfirat ha'omer. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who sanctifies us with mitzvot and commands us concerning the counting of the Omer. Hayom shiva ushloshim yom shehem chamisha shavuot ushnei yamim la'omer. Today is 37, which is 5 weeks and 2 days of the Omer. Ge'eh gvura shebiyesod aretz. Exalted one, the strength within foundation of the earth. All right, we're going to dig into some thoughts about these sefirot, but before we do, let's say a blessing for Torah study. If you prefer non-binary language for the divine or feminine language for the divine, those prayers are here on the screen. I'm going to use the traditional language from Masechet Brachot of the Talmud Bavli, page 11b. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidishanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu le'asok b'divrei Torah. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who makes us holy through mitzvot, and who commanded us regarding the busying ourselves with words of Torah. We are in the 6th week of the counting of the Omer, which corresponds to Yesod, foundation. This is the 2nd day of the week, which corresponds to Gvura, strength. So the general theme of this week is integration. I keep saying it over and over again. I feel a little bit like a broken record, and I'm sorry, but everything comes down together into Yesod and then flows through Yesod into Malchut, the physical reality. So Yesod is the place of integration. How we integrate the lessons and the experience of each of the other sefirot so we can use them in the real world. Integrating Gvura. So, what are the areas of Gvura that you worked on last month when we had the week of Gvura? And what are the areas that you still need to think about? How do you integrate the lessons of Gvura into yourself so that they become a part of you and not something that you have to actively think about when a new situation arises? The area that I tend to focus on in Gvura is healthy boundaries, the strength of healthy boundaries, because this is an area that I've needed a lot of work on over the course of my life. Like a lot of people, I wasn't raised with good boundaries. I was taught to shrink back exactly when I should have held my ground and to move past other people's boundaries without thinking about it. I've learned how to hold space for myself and for others, and I continue to learn those lessons. I want to bring up something I spoke about before when we were in the week of Gvura. Gvura sits on the feminine side of the tree of life, right under Binah, intuition, and above Hod, splendor. Meanwhile, Chesed, loving kindness, sits on the masculine side of the diagram. Yet our culture usually attributes loving kindness to women and femininity, and strength to men and masculinity. Could it be that one of the lessons here is that how we often think of these two things is not aligned with their highest ideals? Not that feminine care is bad, but that the best feminine care is rooted in strength. Not that masculine strength is bad, but that the best masculine strength is about strength in the service of care. Gvura in Yesod. As we integrate these lessons of Gvura, let us feel the roots of care and protection inside of ourselves and ground our strength there. Let us feel the full integrity of our own body, mind, and soul, and the strength to hold that integrity in each situation as it arises in life. Thank you so much for taking these few minutes to study with me today and count the Omer. I would love to hear your thoughts here in the comments on YouTube, or join us over on School, where there's room for longer form writings, taking part in deeper conversations. Yeah, I'd love to see you over there. Either way, I hope to see you tomorrow.